EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Washington Commanders. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Right to the air is Huntley. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Harris running straight ahead, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. The carry here for the big tight end. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Here's Pickett. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw, Huntley. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Huntley to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
19. Pioneer.
Here's Huntley. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On the return, it's Tony. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Pickett to throw on 1st down. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, your first drive in the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off play action. Huntley. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting his is inside the 25. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Tershawn Wharton, the one to get him to the ground on the defensive side.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Huntley. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Huntley. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
These two teams all tied after 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. 44 yards on the ground for him so far. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Pickett will look to throw it here. The pass complete on the crossing route. This is Tony with it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the give, this is Harris. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Cup 19.
Operating from the gun, Huntley. And he fires one incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 4.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, pass. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Operating from the gun, Huntley. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. On second down. This is Harris. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long. Pickett back to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Boswell's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
DeMarvin Leal, the man making the stop. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Gibson on the read option. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Huntley. He completes this to Cole Turner. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go option to the short side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, 26 yards. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Pickett. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Let's go now.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check. Ready.
To throw again. Huntley. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Hurt. 7 Pirates.
On 3rd down, Huntley. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively off. He's got a man complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Pickett. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Kadarius Toney as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Okay, ready?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Pickett looking to throw on second down. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This is Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 40 now on second down. Pickett able to hit his target, Claypool. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They run with Harris. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Pickett. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Off play action, Pickett. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Bellery did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Back to throw. Harris has it over the middle. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Pickett sets up play action. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. On the ground, it's Harris. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
They'll try and run with Harris, and he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They run for it with Harris, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Commander defense able to hold.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20. That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Ready, ready. 19 Lions.
Off the play fake. Huntley. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
On the jump.
And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10.
19, 15. Head the street.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play.
Let's go. Hey, check that. Street. Go.
Looking to throw. Huntley. Getting this into the hands of Turner. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Off play action. Huntley. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you, and make sure they touch it.
On 2nd and 9, Pickett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets gets a chance to get after the quarterback, it's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. They'll run with Harris. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
A give to Gibson running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Okay, great.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Once more, Gibson. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Harris running straight ahead. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but works in front.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here. And he's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Huntley to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
An
incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
18 Randall.
Now Huntley. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
127 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On the give, this is Harris. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded just inside the 20. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. He's got Turner. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well executed. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Huntley. A quick throw, but incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Here's Huntley. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Let's go now.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Drop 50, drop 50. Go switch. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Back to throw. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for the Steelers, it's a dream.